Hello everyone, welcome to our video ministry update for the month of December, where we share with you all that's going on in our lives and our ministry in the country of Bolivia. This past month, we had a great opportunity to represent the Vision School of Missions at a college expo that took place at the Ark Encounter in northern Kentucky. There were close to 1,500 students, both from Christian school and homeschool, that were there attending. And we were able to speak with them about their future plans and encourage them to get involved in serving the Lord in missions. Beth and I were able to share with them about the special opportunity to be able to study at the Vision School of Missions, where they could learn about missions from missionaries, actual missionaries who have been on the field or even currently still working on the field. And so they could come to a place where they could not only get their Bible training, but they could also learn about the personal application, about how to use those tools that they learned on the mission field, about things they would face, situations they would deal with, and how to deal with them biblically, and how to be able to do the ministry in another culture, in another language, and actually, Lord willing, be successful on the mission field. And so not only were we able to be there at the expo, but we also were able to visit the actual Ark and the Creation Museum with our son Titus that was able to travel with us. And it was just an amazing experience to see and learn how that we're not just an accident in the evolutionary process, but how that we are fearfully and wonderfully made, and that God has a plan for each and every one of our lives. It was also a great environment to challenge these students and show them that the Lord has a specific plan for their lives. And so the museum showed us how that from the creation to the fall of man to God's judgment through the flood, how God provided, He made provision to save those 8 souls through the ark, and gives us a glimpse at God's redemption plan to redeem the lost through Jesus Christ. And so just as in the days of Noah, we know that there are many that are still in danger of perishing. And so therefore we must do everything possible to try to help reach them through Jesus Christ before it is too late. And so we ask you to pray for a lot of those students, pray for the ones we were able to speak with. Several of them had a great interest in serving the Lord in missions. And so we're able to give them information. Hopefully we'll be able to see them preparing for missions one day, maybe even in the Vision School of Missions. And so this past month, we were also able to celebrate Thanksgiving with our families, and truly had a special time with them. It's always a special time for us because, as you can imagine, when it comes to holidays, we're only able to celebrate those with our extended family once every 4 to 5 years. And so it's very special when we can actually get together with family and celebrate these holidays and just have such a wonderful and blessed time. Well, this Thanksgiving, we were actually able to celebrate. We actually had 4 Thanksgiving meals during the Thanksgiving time. We started out with a progressive meal with the students from the Vision School of Missions to try to have something special with them, especially some that couldn't travel home for Thanksgiving. And so we started out by having a soup at one of the family's houses, and then we had the main meal, Thanksgiving meal at our house, and then we were able to have dessert at another family's house from the church here. And so we had a wonderful time with them. And then we're able to have Thanksgiving dinner with our daughter Grace and our son-in-law Greg, and then my wife's family here in Georgia. And because they weren't able to travel with us, we had a wonderful time with them. Then we had Thanksgiving with Beth's family on Thanksgiving Day, where all of her aunts and uncles and cousins and everyone get together. Had a wonderful time there. And then on Saturday, the following Saturday, we were able to have Thanksgiving with my family. And just had a wonderful time. Been a long time since we're able to get together, especially with my family and for Thanksgiving or anything like that. Even this past furlough, it was during the pandemic, so that limited things. So we had a wonderful time with my family, my brothers and sisters and nieces and nephews and all of them. And so we had a wonderful time, had wonderful meals, but of course now we have to work even harder, make some extra trips to the gym to try to just compensate for all those wonderful meals that we were able to have. And so I know Thanksgiving is a time when we focus on giving thanks, but obviously there's so many things that we could be thankful for in our lives. It's something that we can and definitely even should be thankful for every single day. We're especially thankful for you for those who pray for us and those who allow us or make it possible for us to be missionaries on the mission field. We're thankful for our families and for our friends and the blessing that they are to us and encouragement. And then, of course, most of all, we're thankful for the Lord, or to the Lord, for how many blessings that He shows us every day of our lives, how He blesses us, how He guides us, and how He gives us the opportunity to serve Him. So we're so thankful for that. Hope you had a wonderful time of Thanksgiving with your family also. So just a few prayer requests for this month. Continue to pray for laborers. That's one of our prayer requests we often share, both for Bolivia and around the world. There's just a tremendous need. So many people that are in that line of perishing and before the flood, and they need to hear about the good news of Jesus Christ. Continue to pray for the situation in Bolivia as the government begins to take over and turn things around. We asked you many times to pray that the Lord's will be done, and now we have a new government, and things really seem to be going well, making good decisions, but obviously when changes are made, there's always opposition that takes place during that time. Also pray for us, continue to pray for us as we travel through this holiday season to visit family, lots of traffic, and of course there's always risk and danger on the highway traveling. So pray for us, for safety, for us and our family. Then also pray for the churches and the pastors and the ministry there in Bolivia as they continue, the pastors continue to guide and work. Pray that the Lord will continue to bless them there and use them mightily. God will unite them, help them to even work together as pastors and churches, and God will give them much fruit during this time for their labor. And so we just want to thank you so much for all that you do for us in the ministry in Bolivia, because definitely without you, we could not do what we do. So thank you so much, and Lord bless.